Hello people of the verse and welcome to the channel. It's the Eradicator here, and today we are going to talk about the latest Star Citizen PTU patch note. This is the O patch, and something is very important here in this patch note because they are making big changes to ballistics. Something that you guys have said in the comment section a couple of times, that you guys have said that ballistics are not nearly the same as how they were before. I couldn't say as good. They are very different, and this is what these features updates are going to be about. So of course there's an update here on Horizon Polish Pass. There's the same here for every single patch here, trying to improve the frames per second. But the next one here is extremely important, guys. Listen to that. There's an ongoing ship capacitor balance and polish pass here. They said that we have done further core tuning for ships size 1 to size 4 ballistic repeaters and gatlings that have been retuned to be extremely powerful but very low on ammo. They changed the caterpillar turrets to repeaters, decreased weapons regeneration delay for every energy weapon. They also reduced EMP range. They removed inactive powered off weapons from convergence calculations. They increased the terrapin hull HP, increased health of constellation variants for various multiple parts, slightly decreased the health of size 1 shields. They also increased health and generation of size 2 shields, which is something that we saw with the Cutlass yesterday. The Cutlass lost its shields very quickly and also did not regenerate so much. This has been changed in the last patch. They also reduced the P52 and P72 health, reduced the arrow hull and nose slide health as well. And they streamlined hit points on Reliant. They also swapped the default loadout of the F7CC with laser repeaters instead of ballistic gatling due to low emo. Thank you. Thank you, CIG. That definitely makes a lot of sense. They also reduced delay on the size 3 and size 4 shield generators. So, what is wrong here? What is going on with the Gatlings and especially the ballistic guns here? I think that CIG want us to use ballistics as a last resort because, well, you know, their bullets are heavy. It has a burden on ships, so they should not be they should not have hundreds or thousands of them like before. It doesn't make any sense. There's also the idea of space. They do take some space. And we don't really have those magazines outside here. All of that, everything is going to be physicalized and present in the game, and you cannot magically have thousands of bullets on your ship, especially if those ships are small. It doesn't make any sense, and this is the reason why they are balancing the low amount of bullets that you have on your ships with instead very high effectiveness. So what I believe is that, for example, let's say that you are a little bit overwhelmed but you still have a target that you really need to kill. This is where you're going to be using your ballistics to try to destroy the components, the hull of your opponents, even though maybe the shields are not necessarily down. And then you try to run away as quickly as possible, again because death is going to be very important, and maybe ballistics are going to allow you to successfully complete a mission without risking yourself too much and without facing the consequences of death. So that's what I believe here is the reason behind having low ammo on ballistics and making them more powerful. It is a last resort or very quick hit and run tactic weapon here that are only going to be used for special cases, but for the core of gameplay combat, people are going to be using lasers because, well, it definitely makes sense. It's the 30th century. You want to see lasers. You don't want to see ballistics in that time period. It's not World War II anymore, and I like that design idea very much. Now, Law System Armistice updates. They have removed missile dumbfire as a crime in Armistice zones. They also changed the Armistice zone trigger from any hit to hits over the friendly fire threshold. So there is now a friendly fire threshold. Thank you so much, because before, when you were just hitting a person just once, you were getting a crime stat. That was very annoying too. They also updated the initial default zoom position when opening the star map. They locked ping controls to scanning mode. They added a menu option to increase missile count to loop. and or not to loop. They also updated the flight model for landing, the landing dust basically at minimum angles for the directional effect, and they added game setting options to lock ping controls to scan modes. On top of that, the power plant has been changed on the Hornet Ghost. They slightly widened and softened the Aurora entrance proxies. They updated lighting for Constellation cockpits and added new Emerald tint for the Constellation Emerald. Lots of bugs have been fixed as well. 4 client crashes, 3 server crashes, 2 server deadlocks, and multiple backend server crashes, which hopefully are going to make the experience much better. I'll go over some of the most important bugs here. And unfortunately, if you wanted to have mini characters, they fixed a bug that allowed NPCs and players to sitting on seats at Everest Arbor to shrink with each use, unfortunately. So no more of that. They also fixed issues causing some party markers to not display to other party members. Old bug here, of course. Cycling camera F4 from third person to first person should no longer cause the ship scanning UI to temporarily appear. Player ships should no longer be impounded after landing on their assigned pads. Fix an issue causing unmanned station turrets to incorrectly trigger aggravated assault charges upon destruction. Fix an issue causing hunger and thirst valve to decay much faster than intended. This is an old bug that they have finally fixed. Glad to see that. Fix an issue causing scanning mode to be incorrectly used on foot. Fix an issue that allowed AI NPC pilots to turn ships faster than allowed. Yes, something that you guys have been also complaining about in the comments section has been fixed. Fixed flickering lightning inside the Horizon shuttles. They also fixed an issue causing players not to be able to retrieve weapons placed in the Gladius weapon rack. Also, the FOAP camera which was not focusing on characters should be fixed as well. Fix an issue causing some manned threats to only fire at a very limited range. The entering ship animation should no longer be glitch and jumpy. The Hornet variants should no longer sometimes bounce after landing. Parasite ship, if docked within the constellation, should no longer be able to be targeted independently. The Parasite ships docked in the current zone should no longer be... I've already said this one. It's actually 2 times. The Parasite... no, not the 3rd time. Crew elevator on the RSI constellation Andromeda should no longer be missing its platform surface texture. Bartenders should no longer be missing at the G-Lock bar in Area 18. And the Demon Fang combat knife asset should no longer be missing too, but there are still a couple of known issues, unfortunately. The gas clouds on Crusaders still have graphical artifacts and sometimes appear as dots. We've known that, guys, but I don't think it's going to be fixed in 3.13.0, probably in the later patch or even in 3.15. Also, some Horizon objects are loading very slowly. The XXL hangars on Horizon download spaceports are exhibiting invisible ceiling collisions. Missiles do not follow flares as countermeasures, so basically your flares are pretty much useless. Something that I have experienced as well. I was targeted by missiles, I fired the flares, nothing is happening. Single location will only appear if the player spools their drive before setting destinations. Yes, this also has happened to me plenty of time. There's a workaround. Basically, if you spool content drive before opening the star map and then open it to set the road, it should be working. Various UI markers are faded and are hard to read. They're unable to scan FPS or rock size mining deposits until very close. There are also large black cubes and bright light particles that can be seen within the snowstorm clouds on Microtech and in the dust storm clouds of Hurston. These cubes are very annoying and unfortunately give us a very bad experience. We've seen those many times in the verse, unfortunately. Security ships do not recognize illegal goods carried by players. Players can clip through the exterior doors of the 890 jump when it is locked. The player is unable to quantum travel successfully without toggling quantum drive on and off again. The landing gear proxies are missing on certain ships. Dock vehicles are misplaced collisions, and Port Wrestler is missing in the quantum travel marker when player returns to Microtech. That's all for this video, guys. Again, the big feature update here is that ballistic weapons now are very different compared to what they were before, and I believe that they are used as a last resort. But here's the giveaway question, guys. What do you think Gatling guns and basically on general ballistic guns will be used for? Do you agree with me? Do you have any other idea? Let me know in the comment section down below. If you subscribe to this channel and answer the question, you can get to win a Gattac Raylan with LTI. Also, thanks to Uncle Funk, Machiminaz, and Dragon Ghost on Discord, I have a massive sponsored giveaway, a G12 with LTI, 3 sets of armor from Grey Cat, $25 RSI gift card, and 2 sets of $10 RSI gift card. Thank you so much, Dragon Ghost and Uncle Funk Machiminas. All you have to do to have an access to my Discord channel is to be a Patreon member or a Join Button member. I'll see you guys tomorrow for more content on the channel. This is the Eradicator. I'll see you guys later. And a big shout out to Tala for sponsoring this video. Thank you so much for your contribution on Patreon. This video is brought to you by the people who support this channel on Patreon and via the Join button as well. Supporters of the channel get access to lots of cool perks, such as access to my private Discord, your question answered in the show, you get to know when I'm going to play, and also you get to have a chance to influence the editorial line of the channel. Any help is appreciated, starts at just $1 a month. Thank you very much for watching. This is the Eradicator, and I'll see you guys later.